Hi guys, welcome back. Taking them off, too much glare. Time for this week's review. First off, new shirt. Check it out. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm a tool man. No, I like the shirt. I uh, I don't buy a lot from the thrift store like I used to. I went in there today. I was looking for books. They have a lot of local books, and seen the shirt for like $2.99. It's pretty. I haven't seen one like it around, so I bought it and washed it, threw it on. Wash your shit from the thrift store. I think I've said that before. I've worked at one. Believe me, they don't wash them. But yeah, it's a nice shirt. So cool shirt. Um, $2.99 or was it $3.99? It's under $5, so it's pretty dope. Time for this week's review. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do. Like I said, I was gonna compare the Savages and stuff, but that seemed like a lot of work. That I just didn't feel like doing this week. I will eventually, I promise. Actually, I started today wearing. I wore the EDT today, so maybe I'll do it this week. I just wanted to wear it today because I really haven't worn it since I got it there a couple weeks ago. So maybe we'll do it this week, but I don't think so. I think I'm gonna stick with the list. Try to get the list done. It's gonna take a while, but you guys like that, so at least I think you do. So yeah, this week's review was a classic one. Azzaro or Azzaro or Azzaro, however you want to say it. I just say Azzaro Pour Homme. I love Azzaro stuff. You guys seen what I have for Azzaro in my room review, but I've got nighttime, silver, black, Porlu, 3 or 4 different chromes, visit, decibel. I mean, I've got a shit ton of Azzaro stuff. I think it's a very underrated. This is a classic, though. This is what most people my age, anybody 30 and over, I guess, really thinks about when you say a man's cologne. Our parents, our dad, grandparents, uncles, and maybe your aunts, your moms, I don't know, but generally our dads and uncles and grandfathers, this is what they wore. This is what we think of. This to us is, in North America, I think, is what, when you say a man's cologne, something like this comes to mind. Very nice scent. Very nice scent. Sorry to be a coughing fit there. Geez, I like this shirt. I like it. Anyway, I was saying though, it comes. That's what comes to mind for I think anybody 30 and over like me. The if you're old as dirt like me, that's what comes to mind. One of my first colognes, not that I bought, that I stole. When I say stole, I stole from my dad. You know what I mean? Like that I wore was a Zero. What did I take from Dad? English Laundry, Old Spice, Azzaro, Aqua Velvet. You know them classic scents, right? So this was one of them. This was his when Mom and Dad would go out and stuff. This was his go out scent. You know, I mean, Old Spice and English Laundry, English Leather and Old Spice and stuff like that. That was everyday stuff. But this was special. Don't forget, this was expensive back then too. I mean, yeah, you can pick up a bottle now, 30 mil for like $15, but back then, 30 mil would have been about, well, probably still would have only been about 25, but $1980. You know, that's 40-50 bucks, right, for a little bottle. So, but that was his go-to. Just a nice scent. I've heard disparaging in the dates that it was released in 75. or 78. Either way, before I was around, before a lot of youths were around, I imagine. Some of you might have been. That's cool, but a few years before even I was thought of, either or. So, beautiful scent though. This isn't the, I had a bottle 20 years ago now almost. That was like before reformulation, because this has been reformulated. I'll get into that, but it's not too bad. But it had like the white sticker on it and stuff. It was really nice. I had it in a splash. It's one I really like, a splash. If I could find a splash around here, I'd probably buy it. I'm not going out of my way and going online and getting it. But if I find a splash, I'd buy it. But either way, nice scent. So anyway, that's the box. You know what it is. Y'all know what it is. The box, the bottle. Y'all know what it smells like. You really don't need me to tell you. I don't think. Maybe you do. I'll put that there so you can see it. Nice amber. Almost a tobacco color. It's kind of cool. So anyway, yeah. 78 or 75. I can't remember. Or can't really get a consensus on that. So Azzaro Pour Homme Aromatic Fougere. Chords are aromatic, woody, fresh, spicy, soft, spicy, floral, and earthy. Top is caraway, iris, lavender, celery sage, basil, anise, bergamot, lemon. A lot of shit ton of notes in this, by the way. Mid is sandalwood, juniper berries, patchouli, vetiver, cedar, cardamom. Base is leather, tonka bean, amber, musk, and oak moss. And the funny thing is, I don't say this a lot, but you can, if you've got a even somewhat experienced nose, you can pick up every one of them notes. There are a few dominant ones, but you can definitely smell the caraway. Caraway kind of gives it an earthy grass, fresh cut grass type vibe. You can pick up the iris. There's a bit of that waxy makeup vibe to it. Definitely pick up on the lavender. Ooh, it's powdery. Pick up the clary sage, the basil, the anise right off the top. This is really nice. From start to finish. And the opening lasts like 2 hours. Like a lot of colognes, the opening's half hour, maybe an hour. Actually, a lot of them, the top is 15 minutes. Not this son of a bitch. This son of a bitch, that top is bang. Good couple hours. It's just, you get that. What I get from the top is the caraway, the iris. I don't get a lot of, it's there, but I don't get a lot, like I said, you can smell everything, but I don't get a lot of citrus. I think it's used more as a carrier note. You know what I mean? The bergamot and the lemon. But man, you get anise. I just sprayed it. Do you ever get anise? Star anise. It's got a licorice. It's not sweet. Like, people say licorice, you think sweet black liquor. No, this is just got, there's a difference. Star anise has just kind of got the smell of licorice without the sweetness, And man, you get that. Ooh, I get it anyway. On me, it's heavy. The mid starts coming about an hour and a half into it. Like I said, the top pretty much stays the whole length of the fragrance. I consistently smell caraway, iris, and anise through the whole life of the fragrance. Like, it's just very potent at first. But then the mid comes in, like I said, about an hour and a half into it. The mid starts coming in. And, the sandalwood and the patchouli, you get a lot of vetiver. And cedar in the mid. Everything's there. Like, you can smell everything. Like I said, but the vetiver and the cedar really start to take over. Then the patchouli kind of comes into the mix. Very earthy, slightly sweet. Don't think you're getting anything fucking 1 million here. Just a slight sweet to the bad, earthy sweetness to it. Very complex, and that sticks around. Kind of mixes with the top. Sticks around for a few more hours, and then the base comes in. I get a lot of leather tonka bean, and musk in the base. Not too much amber, not too much oak moss, and the two main players is leather and musk. That's what I get in the base. Like I said, this is what most of us think of when we think of a cologne. If you're, like I said, about 30 plus, it's what our dads wore, our granddads, our uncles, said it in the start. It's classic. I mean, what can I say about it that hasn't already been said? You guys know it. You'd be either, I don't know too many people that don't like it. They may not want to wear it, and that's understandable, and I'll get into that. But I don't think anybody really dislikes it. It's got a lot of nostalgia for a lot of people. Just based on nostalgia, I think a lot of people like it. It's dated, I think. Right? I don't want to say dated. Again, there's a difference. It's classic. If you're younger, though, again, I don't generally age sense, but I don't see a 20-year-old man or a 15-year-old boy really liking this. And I could be wrong. Everybody's scent is different. Could be maybe something you could try if you're in high school or college, or just to see if it works for you, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people your age aren't wearing it. So it could be something different. Like I said, you can pick up a little bottle, 30, 40 mil like this, $15, $20. It's not expensive. But it doesn't smell cheap either. It's a very refined cologne. Classic fougere. Lots of notes. You're going to pick up on a lot of notes. Yeah, I don't know what to say about it that hasn't already been said. I love it. That being said, I don't wear it as much. And it's more because I have so many other fougeres that have come since that do it better. I know, sacrilege, but... And I went very light on this week because it has been like 30 degrees. Summer has finally come. I literally went one spray most of the week, just on the neck area. And as you can see, I didn't use much of it. It still has... I was saying the original one I had seemed to be a little louder. But it was funny, it seemed to be a little louder, but didn't last as long as this one. This one's not quite as loud, though it's still pretty potent. I'll get to that in a second. But it seemed to last a lot longer. I don't know, the reformulation hasn't really changed the smell that I remember, but it's definitely changed the performance. So, this is a little longer lasting, but not as loud. That being said, this still projects really well, especially for 2 or 3 hours, and I'm not kidding. It's almost beast mode. Couple feet out there, one spray. In that heat, though, too. It wasn't, I don't classify scents, but if you're going to wear something like this in the summer, which you can, I did, worked good, take it easy on the trigger like I did. That's all. One spray. It's pretty much all I wore all week before I went to work. Couple compliments at work from it. 2 or 3 girls that were sitting around in the lunchroom asked me what I was wearing this week, and said it smelled nice. About late 20s to early 40s, So then I asked them what they thought of it, so then you get like talking to them. Main thing was it was manly and clean, soapy. I can get that. When it dries down, you get into that vetiver, leather and musk, patchouli. It kind of does have a soapy vibe to it, but a manly soapy vibe. Sandalwood, manly. So yeah, they liked it. Of course they're gonna like it. It's been around forever. It's withstood the test of time. It's the oldest clone I own. Exception of maybe Old Spice. I don't know which one come first. Probably Old Spice, but It's definitely one of the oldest. It's definitely the oldest designer that I own. That's for sure. Yeah, but like I said, longevity. I got about 10 hours out of it. Projection, 2.5, 3 hours, pretty potent. And then it kind of projects a little farther, a little closer, but still projecting for another hour. So never truly sits real close to the skin till the last hour or so. You're always going to be noticed wearing it. Be careful with it. She's a powerful house. Powerful house. She's a powerhouse. Most definitely. Yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, I didn't. You know, Azzaro. Boom. Oh, for the people who keep asking, I got mine at Shoppers Drug Mart, $15. There, told you how much and where I got it. Hold your hand while you're shopping. I'm just kidding, guys. What are we wearing next week? It's Clone Dupe Week. I'm laughing. I know the cologne's nice, but the name is kind of cheesy. Gino Carey. I could have swore I already done this one. Maybe not. Gino Carey. A Lamal clone. Another Lamal clone. Go figure. Yeah, so I'll probably do that this week. Either that or the Sauvage. I haven't decided. But yeah, that was Azzaro this week. It was a fun week. I was a little scared at first because just how overpowering Azzaro can be, but just learn how to wear your shit and you'll be fine. If a lot of people are saying it's a fall winter type scent, then just go easy on the trigger. That's all I did. One spray. I'm not even joking. One spray. 10 hours. Wow. And the high heat really helped it. So, that's it, guys. I'll see you next week with Gino Carey, Lamal clone. Maybe Sauvage. I don't know. I want to do the Sauvage. I just don't have the time to wear this one for a few days and take notes, and wear that one for a few days and take notes, and wear that one for a few days and take notes. You know what I mean? It's just working nights but I'll give it a shot, I guess. It's either going to be that, but I'm probably just going to stick with the list. I want to get this list done because I bought so much more since I made this list that I want to get to that stuff too. All right, guys. Peace, love. Be good to each other.